Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FarmTown here in City Skylines, where we're now witnessing our brand new river crossing that we implemented in the last episode. I know it's big, it's bold, it's absolutely crazy right now, but I absolutely love it, and it's going to really transform how we work with these two areas here on opposite sides of the river. Now, today, I'm going to try and build a new utility area, or at least try and distribute it evenly around the region, because I want to slowly turn this peninsula down here into a beautiful extension of FarmTown, which is going to need to basically allow me to remove quite a few things. One of the things is the wastewater treatment plants and the 2 recycling plants as well. We have a passenger train station, which is beautiful, and I'm going to try and eventually start building more residential and commercial around this area, and eventually extend Sierra Valley down to this section here too. It's a big task to implement, but we should be able to do it, which is pretty exciting, boys. And we need to add in some more education as well. So if you are enjoying the series, smash that like button down below, and if you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Now, when it comes to education, a lot of our farms complaining that there's a lack of high-skilled labour. And I recently built a new elementary school, and I recently checked it out. Turns out it's pretty full. So all my schools are full right now. We need to add more elementary schools in general. So we've got 4 within FarmTown right now. We only have 1 over in Sierra Valley. So where could we potentially squeeze in an additional school for these fools? I feel like around here would be good, but we are very limited in space to which we can kind of work with. I don't know whether I can maybe utilize a little bit of like an alley style road leading down here. Is there anything that kind of tickles your boys' fancy? What if I made this go all the way down? It doesn't like the overlapping objects. So what if I went to here? I think we have to do it in stages, right? There. To be honest with you, I also don't like the fact that we're slightly losing out on the alignment. So I might go to there. So we gain a little bit of alignment back. There we go. Push this back a little bit further. So we just get a little bit more out of this area. I probably will end up fine-tuning it anyway. But can I squeeze the school in? I can, but I've just realised how... You know what? Forget this. Forget everything I've just said, boys. I'm going to change it up one more time. I'm going to go right to the back. Okay, maybe not then. Of where the residential buildings currently are. Right, that does dig in. So it means that the school I'm going to place down is also going to dig in as well. Well, it would though if... I need to shift the terrain. What? Hold on. No, level terrain. I had to think for a second there. Wait, what's going on here at the minute? So apparently we can't build on this. So let me upgrade the road. Or let me at least delete it and redo it again. Something is a bit fishy, boys. Something is a bit fishy here that I don't quite know what is going down. Right, implement a school in, which we're throwing just there. Now, it will eat into the area in the mountain a little bit. Add an extension. We'll build the... See, this is the issue with this. I can't build that in, but I can build a playground in. So 1 playground, 2 playgrounds. Nice. Now, what we'll do is we'll shift the... Not shift it, sorry. I've already learned from my mistakes. Let me level this all the way back like there. And then can I smoothen this out? I can. That's kind of what I wanted to do. There's not really much you can kind of get away with doing on this. You can keep smoothing as much as you can, but ultimately you are building into a slight little hill. But we can kind of play around with this road. So if I paused again, deleted you, and then replaced you back in, the road is not as high then, so you can kind of change how things connect. But there's an additional school there, but I feel like we need another one in as well. And I also feel like we need to build an additional high school. So a high school, can you see my capacities right now? Apparently my college eligibility is not great, but we don't have everybody over here, so I just might need more coverage with more colleges in general. It's kind of annoying. We have bus routes that do go over there and public transport, but I think it's just how far they're willing to kind of technically travel. So a high school is a fairly big building, but I feel like I'm going to get it over in this vicinity. So if I was to extend, for example, this road here, going all the way down to there. Can we squeeze it in this gap? Is it the right space? Yes. So if I place that high school just there, and what upgrades do we get off it? Oh, I forgot about this. I legit forgot about the stadium. Right, build these on. And I think I might now readjust all of this. And I reckon... Actually, if I came down to there... Actually, let me build it a quick second. And I build the stadium here. Right. So the stadium's in. Oh, I don't feel like that kind of fits in within this area as well now. I feel like it needs to be kind of placed behind it. So if I delete you, and what I'll do is I'll come up by the 112 down to there to connect in, and then this can bend 70 by 70-ish. There we go. And then I can run this down to kind of end like that, to kind of bulk this area up a little bit more. And then what we'll do is we'll build the high school down just there. Now, the stadium can be right here, but I might just slightly push it over a little bit. So if I just kind of relocated it, I know this has cost me a fortune, but I've got money to burn at this point. Right, how does that look? That's a bit better. It gives us a little bit of space that we can work with to plant some trees down and all that kind of jazz. Now, if we get this small alley road, can I build up alongside it? So if I ran down here, I can. Because I like to build a border road going around this sometimes. So if I bring that to there, that should be able to connect into there. We got a border road going around. And then we can have like generic connections coming off it. Why will you now not connect? Oh, the fun of City Skylines, baby. The fun of City Skylines. Right, is this now going to work? Aha! Right, we can plan some stuff. We got a nice big beautiful campus. We'll take it. We will take it. But we also do need another elementary school, by the way, guys. We also need another elementary school. So is there room to maybe squeeze something in? We can have an elementary school opposite, which would work out fairly well. Kill two birds with one stone. And we'll place down the extension. I could put playgrounds down, but I'm limited with space, so we'll leave it like that. So that there is a nice extension for education, and we'll keep it like that for now because I want to focus on reallocating the waste treatment and the recycling centres. Now, I've given it a lot of thought, and I like the idea of maybe utilising this little area. Now, I know like you guys don't like it when I kind of clump all my utilities together in one space, and when I say utilities, it's mainly the garbage. Now, we'll try not to clump all the garbage together, but stuff that doesn't require many vehicles, like for example, power, and so on, will clump together. So our wastewater treatment plants is what will move first. And what we have to remember is we have the little inlet here for the road. So I reckon if it's possible, we'll try and squeeze them in here. So if I delete all this area there, because we've also got to try and figure out as well is the spacing of where they need to move to. So it's a case of, do I want it to face like this way going up or that way? If I had it this way, one there, one there. If I had it this way, let me try and spin this right round. I think it might be better to go that way. Yeah, and I wonder if I can maybe kind of connect in or try and get it centralized to that road here. We also have this road coming in as well, so you got to be a little bit careful. Right, let me just base it off this road first. So if I come off this, and let's just say I'm going to treat this as our center section. I could be wrong, and I'll eventually move it and all that jazz. And then we need to build two... Actually, can I actually fit them in side by side there? Because that one's going to go roughly here. So if that went there, and I'm thinking that one there, I think I could get them to fit within this. So just bear with me a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this. Because I don't really know how big we need to go, but I'm going to try and move one over and just see what happens. So if that went here, right, looking in really close right now, and maybe a tile too big, but if I go to that side there, right, we definitely need to push it down a little bit. Because we've got from there to there is a 304. There to there is a K. Right. So that there is a 80. It doesn't need to be an 80. It can be one shorter than an 80. But if I go up here... Was that the right space, by the way? That was the right space, wasn't it? Yeah. What was this? This was a 40. So if we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go up by 40. Not the full 80. 72 and then down. And then can I move this one over here? Right, I can. Right, I'll probably still have to kind of slightly align it all a little bit better. Because I've now just realised it's too much to one side. But the logistics would then be this could fit in here, right? Yeah. So it's just getting right the road. So that could go there and then down. And then delete you. So then this here to there is an 88. So if I had a space there to an 88, meaning I'm working on this road. So was that a 40? What is the length of this? 88 as well. So go 88. Now, hopefully, I've got that right. I have, but my next issue is I want to move this over by just 1. Who would have thought these alignments? You know, I should also be doing this in pause mode. Over by 1, so we got equal space in either side of the road there. Don't mind about the gap in the middle here. Right, I think we're all good. I think we've moved this Gucci. So they're moved over. Now, I also kind of noticed that we don't really have the water availability fully there just yet. So we can build another 2. Now, I'm wondering if I placed identically these here, does that mean these build okay on this side? So if I placed you there, you're absolutely fine. Oh, this is amazing. These water treatment plants have worked out perfectly. So it doesn't really matter too much about the water treatment plants. We don't really have many vehicles going over there. It's the garbage that is going to be the issue. So water treatment then, let's try and replicate these. So you go there. And obviously you would go here. And how do we get it set up? So you're there for you to go there. You're there for you to go there. And then you go here. So that's how we have replicated it. So you're there to go there. You're there to go there. And you're going there. Wow! It's actually quite a lot, isn't it? It's actually quite a lot going on. So my water availability right now, once I press play, should jump up quite rapidly. Now, I know it could potentially bottleneck the areas, but I can build more pipes to get them to where they need to go to. Now, it doesn't affect anywhere else, does it? No. Now, I know we don't have the full shebang just yet because you've got to get people working here. But those numbers can now indefinitely increase with the efficiency going up. So, I've just realised something and it's absolutely hilarious. This is sewage treatment. This is not water availability. This is sewage treatment. So, you had enough for the sewage treatment. We're talking about water availability right now, you damn fool. I've just kind of got the wrong one completely. So, right, groundwater pumping station, not really much going on there. Water towers, they provide 30,000. Okay. Water pumping stations is also another big one, so I might create a little bit of an inlet area to attach to it. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Now, we don't have the ability to build key walls in this. We just don't. So what I might do is utilize these alley walls and see what we can get set up here. So if I build a perimeter going around up to there, right, up to there. And if I go along by 64 and along by 64 and then somewhat build this out, build this out. I'm hoping I can kind of sink this down to create a inlet for our water pumping. So level to the terrain. We wanted to level it to about there maybe. Bring the brush size down and let's see what damage this actually is going to do. So trying to keep it within the roads. There we go. So that will filter some water in. Is that high enough is the question. So smoothing it all out as much as we can. Get like a nice little level. Up the strength. And see how we get on with that. We'll fast forward to make the water move. Is it the right way to go about doing this? I don't know. Is it like City Skylines 1 where it does actually physically suck the water up? Again, I actually do not know. But I'll wait for it to do that. That is future-proofed us for a gazillion years. I don't think I'm ever going to get to that capacity. But ultimately just waiting for the water to kind of come in and kind of slightly fill up. So that will take a little bit of a while, so we'll kind of hold out for a minute on that. So while we wait for that then, how can we move the garbage? Now, we have 2 recycling plants in the whole area, and how are they upholding? We've got enough capacity. Is that the only recycling? Yes. So I kind of want to utilize this entry here as a good way for them to run down to Newton, to Sierra Valley, into FarmTown by accessing the highway network. But it all comes down to how we connect to it. Now, we've got one big one here. If I was to reallocate this, this could quite comfortably fit here somewhere. So if I pause and just place it down, I've just randomly dropped that in, which looks like it could work in this area. So if I run that in like that on a diagonal, that will be fine. It's just the power doesn't connect, so what I'll do is I'll upgrade the road here to contain that, and the water supply does not connect either. Now, I don't know whether to turn this actually, forget the highway style, just turn this into a normal road, because there's not really much else going on. But again, the water network does not connect, but it all then becomes is dependent on where we run this road into next. So if I have that road, actually it depends. Do I want to build an additional, actually I might move this down a bit more. Do I want to build an additional recycling center in this area? I feel like it would be a good idea to maybe have 2, but we'll kind of implement multiple around the region anyway. So if I was to bring this in, it's a case of how far do we want to take it to where we then start having road networks change, and maybe we then start upgrading some of these dirt roads into something a bit more solid that we can utilize with the consistent flow of traffic coming through. Yeah. So if this road ended over here, and then there's definitely room there to squeeze me, so I might move this one over here as well, and just place it within the vicinity there. So a couple of recycling areas set up. Obviously this has got a little bit more you can add on to it than this, so I could maybe add in the, what is that anyway? That's classed as the hazardous waste one. Something a little bit extra thrown in. And then maybe, I mean, I can fill this area up with other stuff as well. But we'll kind of hold out for a minute. But that is now allocating all my resources into one vicinity, which is not good. We know it's not good, and I don't want to keep it like that. So going back over here right now, if I delete what was originally here, delete those roads, goodbye, and this little, because the industry here is going to stay, but we have this little area over here, so maybe we can build like slightly smaller variations of the recycling. Now I want to keep it recycling because I want to keep the thought and process behind it being slightly a more environmentally friendly region. So we added garage depot on. Oh, that's a little bit. What does that do anyway? Is it storage extension? I don't feel like we need a storage extension, so I might just push this right into the corner, and then we have a recycling area just there. We've got the two big ones over here, and is there potentially room to maybe throw one in over here? So if I was to delete you and delete you, right, these are now all gone. That's an actual. Oh, it's a transformer, that is, isn't it? Yeah. Right, get rid of all of these. I won't get rid of the transformer. Now, how big should we go in this area here? So we'll give it a bit of space, so maybe kind of throw something a bit large connected to it. Whether that is our little storage extension, garage extension, and then hazardous waste stuff. No, I won't throw that in. I won't throw that in. But what I will do is I'll go around. Do I go around the border of this? I just got this tendency that I like going around a border of a facility. I like the idea of it. It kind of makes it feel like we've got this perimeter road. I don't feel like it works everywhere. Makes it feel kind of bigger than what it actually is on a scale. And then it's part of a complex, is what it feels like as well. I don't know, I just kind of like the feel and thought of it. Okay, that's really awkward, that one there, but we're going to go with it. Because we can plant trees and stuff down as well, like to fill in the little nooks and crannies. But I really do like the idea of that, because it turns it into a complex almost. So we've got one over there, we've got one over here, which now thinking about it, we're going to also do the same thing here as well. And I'll delete that bit of road, so it just kind of ends there. I just like it, I don't know why, I just like the idea of that. So we've now got two additional recycling plants. One for Sierra Valley, one for FarmTown. Do these actually have operating districts on them? No. And then we've got two large ones here, which will do the generic region for now. So we've got two kind of close by near everything, one in the center of everything, which will hopefully will work forward with. But my concern is, no, actually, I have no concerns now because the road is now connected. So back into play mode then. It will take a while for things to now slightly adjust from that. Do we have adequate amounts of water in here is the question next. To maybe throw in the ground pumping stations. Now realizing that maybe the roads aren't pushed back as far enough as we would like them. So we'll see what we can do here. Apparently that's in water. What are you talking about? This is not in water. What are you talking about? Oh no. Right, what we'll have to do. Slightly bulk it out. To bring that in. To delete you. To back to terraining. And then we'll smoothen the rest. So we got two channeled inlets. Wide enough areas. We'll delete the trees. And then we'll place down, we'll do 1, 2, you reckon 2's fine? We do need to get it up to the road. I'm just realising that right now. And we'll upgrade that road as well. We'll upgrade it just to there. Because we'll put all farming stuff around it. Thinking about it, I might actually move it on this side. Wait, what do you mean now? In water? Wait, what? Oh, I don't question things anymore. I'm just not going to question things anymore. So, that's now give us enough water to see us through for quite some time. Right, now I can breathe easy. I lost my marbles almost then for a slight second, but the marbles are now back. The marbles are now back. We are going to continue to expand the farming area. So I think there is like a slight section where we'll kind of come out a little bit, move this up. So running this directly down like that. There we go. So we can keep building farming areas and farming runs. And we will build you to about there. Push you in. Run that down as far as we need to. To there. And hopefully we'll get one on that junction there. To build some more farming area and space in that vicinity. And obviously we got to fill this area up as well. Oh, the traffic's back, baby. The traffic is back, baby. Right. I'm going to get rid of that road for now. This is a 4-lane road. It does get busy. But I like to see where this is going to adjust itself. And how it eventually changes. Does it put more pressure on that roundabout? Most likely it's going to. So we've got to figure out ways in which we can kind of improve this. So what if I set it up where we have a slip road here, run off down to there, but then the road here is a no left turner. And then we drop this down to an asymmetrical. We don't really want traffic lights here. This also needs to be turned into a single lane now as well. So they can filter in this way, but they can also turn this way to go out that way. Why did that vehicle just do a lefty? Illegal. So that might take some pressures off that roundabout then as well. Because it helps out some vehicles, not all of them. But we'll give it time to change. I could have applied that to like over here as well. Right, anyway boys, how are these new schools up and running? So that one's got 320 on board. That's got 3... Wow, actually it got quite a few people in there already. 400 in that one. Do we still need to add some more in these schools? Busy. Busy. But we've got this brand new area now as well. So maybe we can throw a new school in this vicinity too. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to delete this road for a split second. And then maybe I have a better implementation. Of running that down. Because these roads don't align correctly to it. So we're going to delete all these anyway. I'm going to try and get them all to align correctly. I think the train line eventually like kind of slightly oofed them. Something's a little bit amiss on these, if you know what I mean. And I think it's mainly down to the fact I don't know what's gone on here for these to be a bit funky. Maybe it could be that road is the issue. To be honest with you, maybe that is the issue, that road. So running that up, see, it goes a bit funky there, you can see. Hang on, is it pipes? Is it pipes? No. Okay. We've learned in the past that pipes play a vital role in messing up my alignments. Right, so far so good. So far so good. So far so good. It's looking real good so far. So, roads. That goes to there. We've got it. We've got it. See, I knew the alignment was broken some... No, no. Right, what's happened here? What happened here? Right, why are you splitting like that? Right, I see what's happening. It just doesn't want to fully connect in. And now it does. Right. This game always amazes me. Always amazes me. Right, same issues now with this. There is a slight little bit of a movement, isn't there? It also helps if you're doing the right side of the road. Right, there we go. We're now connected. We've got all this brand new area to work with. This is actually quite exciting. So, we're going to treat this as the buffer here. Now, how much ground pollution's over here first? Holy moly! Right, guys, how do we get rid of ground pollution? Yikes. It is from having all of this over there, obviously. But what's the quickest way to get rid of the ground pollution? Can I terraform it away? That's actually interesting. Like, hold on. Shift the terrain. No. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. It's not like how you can get rid of water easy. Ground blizzard is once the ground blizzard is gone, groundwater deposits eventually replenish. Oh no! I wanted people to live here as well. I will build a school anyway. The polluted school. The polluted school. Now the cat's... I don't know if you can hear that, but man, my cat's meowing at me. Even she knows how bad this is. Listen, I know. You ain't got time to twice. Right, I'm going to get this alley-style road. And we will place it there to hopefully connect up to there. So we'll run this down the back side of it right now. And we shall... Why won't this not move? Where is the connection? The connection's taking place here. Oh, so weirdly... That's gone a bit funky. That has definitely gone a bit funky. So if I go here, or is it there? Oh no. No, I can't move. The game is gonna break on me. I can feel the game about to break on me. Right, that's all aligned. And it weirdly doesn't align there. Don't you just love this game? Don't you just love this game and alignments? Alright, try again. Sometimes I just want to cry. Right, education. We're going to build a school here. Okay? We're going to add an extension onto it. We're going to add a hospital onto it because they're going to need it. I will pull it on. One moment. I'm just going to have to move it down slightly. So move it down by 2. Place you on as a building. There we go. There we go. So that should get filled pretty quick with the area that they're working with. A little bit of an overspill for FarmTown in general. Oh my goodness me. We've had lots of ups and downs, haven't we, boys? We've had lots of ups and downs. Oh, how is this going to affect my fertile land around here? Thinking about it. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? Hopefully it doesn't spread too far, but that could be an issue with the farming area I'm about to place down. We didn't kind of give that an additional thought, did we, really? Right, so if I go to there with this, I'm not going to run it against it. We're going to run it kind of near it. And then create a little farming area here. Very good. We'll do one there. Bam, bam, wha-bam, wha-bam. And then we'll do one just here. So I'm going to quickly throw a couple in. Provide more jobs. And this will all gear us up for adding more residents in the next few episodes. Because we are going to have to go a bit expansion. Oh, this is not even placing it in. Right, we'll leave that one for now. We'll leave that one for now. We'll leave it for now, boys. Right, great stuff. Great stuff. Bit of traffic here, there, and everywhere. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good. Is it because the people are trying to get into the train station? It is. Yes, it is. Because it's a place of good storage. We might need more of those down in general. Is it busy over here? There's a couple, but there's not that many. We could do like a northern one. A northern side of FarmTown extension over there. Right, how are these schools right now? Looking pretty busy, looking pretty busy. I'm surprised at that high school, to be honest with you. It looks like they could do more with the college side of it. So maybe at the top, tippy top over here, we can build a college. Now, a college in question is a decent sized building. So how would we end? I reckon we end this on a straight. So bringing you up to about, what, about there? Yeah. Or maybe not in this case, because it's gone all funky again. I'm fed up with these alignments. I'm fed up with the alignments. But it's a handy way to kind of end this area with the college. So placing you there, we'll add in the extension, we'll add in the additional building, and we'll also do my little kind of a signature right now with building a road going around the edge. Very good. Very good. So how busy will this become? I do not know. But we are getting to the point where, is the university adequate enough? I mean, there's 62 people over there. So the answer should be yes. But do I need to build an additional one within the region? Or maybe it's a case of I just need to get the technical and the medical universities. That'll be the way to go forward. But lots of traffic now appearing. So because we're now working with new areas, there's even traffic coming from this side. Is that from people crossing over this? I don't truly know. But we're going to refigure out some of our new routes right now. Now we're starting to get the traffic appearing. We're going to figure out what is best for us moving forward. The issue is these guys here waiting for them to turn. Now we can get loads of vehicles crossing the junction. It don't help all those people trying to cross the road at the same time as well. Right, Right, now we're getting some movement, which should clear things. Oh, there's also a crash. I didn't spot the crash. Another crash over there as well. Of course there is. Of course there is. Any more crashes we need to know about? The traffic has subsided over here as well, so maybe that was just a one-time thing. But we've got enough schools in right now, which will hopefully, as time goes on, educate more people and get them to the education level that they need to be to take those higher educated jobs on those farms. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. We'll see how we get on with it. We'll see how we get on. A few more people for the college, but I feel like we need to add more public transport around these areas and vicinities anyway. But we're pumping in the right direction. Now we can work with these areas, but I'm a little bit concerned about the amount of pollution that we have just there. We'll end it here, boys. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.